Martin tried to put me in my first dress. On his hiatus, he tell me, Cat, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner, you my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people, where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now.
I wasn't the first one. This has a reputation for trying to get comedians to sell out of court and pay her. It's plants, always. If it's violence at a comedy show, it is a plant. The ticket said comedy show, did not say serious show. I think they're plants.
Ever wonder why some comedians vanish from the spotlight right after speaking their truth, and why the loudest voices suddenly go quiet?
Well, buckle up, because Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams are done playing Hollywood's game.
And this time, they're pointing fingers at Tyler Perry, Diddy, and an entire system built on secrets, power plays, and planting people in the audience.
Let's unpack this madness. Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams aren't your average comedians.
They're the rebels, the truth tellers.
They don't just deliver punchlines, they drop truth bombs. But Hollywood doesn't take kindly to people who don't fall in line.
Griffin says the media's job is simple: shut you down the moment you get too real. And Cat, he goes even further, claiming that some of Hollywood's gatekeepers expect a price for success. And no, it ain't just talent they're asking for. Let's talk Tyler Perry, hailed by some as a black media messiah.
But Griffin and Williams, they're calling BS.
According to Eddie, Perry's comedy, and especially his portrayal of black men through his Medea character, does more harm than good. To him, Medea isn't empowerment, it's a caricature. It's the industry's way of saying, here's your place, laugh at it. Even worse,
Tyler allegedly told his actors to avoid Cat Williams entirely.
Why? Because Cat saw him at a Diddy party, and apparently things were, let's just say, very Hollywood.
You ever hear about those wild celebrity mansion parties?
No cameras, no rules, no going into the wrong room or else. Cat says those parties are initiation rituals, and he's not the only one. Former bodyguards, actors, and insiders have all whispered the same thing. They're not parties, they're traps. You're recorded, you're compromised, law, and if you ever step out of line, boom, they got the footage.
Tyler Perry told his male actors they're not allowed to consort with me because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler, and you were having a glorious time.
Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big-ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room and
Griffin calls it like it is. Hollywood isn't just showbiz. It's control disguised as opportunity. And for black entertainers, that control runs even deeper. Remember UPN? The You Pick the Negro Network, as Eddie once called it? It gave us shows like Martin, Malcolm and Eddie, The Jamie Foxx Show. Black talent built that empire. But once those shows started making serious money, guess what? They vanished. The network sold out, the creators got sidelined, and suddenly, diversity didn't seem profitable anymore. Eddie's been screaming about this for decades. Hollywood will use your culture, then ditch you the second it's convenient. Why does Hollywood love putting black men in dresses?
The industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you wouldn't do, for
definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. You have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. Protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
Flip Wilson, Martin, Tyler Perry. It's always the same gag. But Griffin and Cat ain't laughing. They say it's not about comedy.
It's about emasculation, a way to strip down black masculinity and package it as harmless entertainment. Cat even turned down a role in Big Mama's house. It was a big opportunity, but he refused to trade integrity for exposure.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. On his hiatus, he tell me, Cat, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner, you my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's house too. I almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people, where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now.
And he's not alone. Because once you cross that line, you don't come back. And maybe that's the point. Let's talk about something that's been bothering fans for years. Why don't Black Hollywood legends ever team up? Think about it. Evanston, Eddie Murphy, Tyler Perry, Will Smith, Dave Chappelle. These are titans, icons, entire franchises wrapped in one person. So why haven't we seen them on screen together, shaking the industry up? One reason? The system doesn't want that kind of power consolidated. In Hollywood, competition isn't just encouraged, it's engineered. The industry thrives on keeping black talent separated, each in their own lane, each building their empire alone. Sakan. Because if they truly united, it'd be more than just box office gold. It'd be cultural shift. It'd be power they can't control. But that's not all. Let's break it down. Tyler Perry. He's built his brand on family-friendly stories with strong religious themes. Eddie Murphy? A comedy icon who paved the way for a generation, but his style is raw, edgy, nostalgic. Will Smith, the king of blockbuster action flicks, charming, bankable, global. Each of them commands their own audience, their own narrative, their own brand. And branding in the Hollywood is everything. Mixing those brands, wow, that's risky for the studios. Here's the deeper issue. Even at the highest levels, black creators still face invisible ceilings. Eddie Murphy has hinted at it. He said getting projects greenlit, even with his legendary name attached, has been an uphill battle if it doesn't fit the mainstream mold. You know what that really means? It means black-led innovation is often underfunded, over-scrutinized, or simply ignored. So instead of collaborating and building something groundbreaking together, these icons are forced to fight separate battles in an industry that quietly profits from their division. It's not about ego. It's about systemic design. The machine is built to keep the players apart because together, they'd be unstoppable. And then,
People understand it or realize it or not, I've said this before, we've all been inappropriately touched in Hollywood, period. That's what it is. We've all, at some point or another, been inappropriately touched in Hollywood, whether you realize it or not.
Kevin told you. He brought it up, did you?
there's Diddy. You want to talk about industry secrets? Cat, Jamie Foxx, even Diddy's own former staff have hinted at some truly disturbing things. Bloody sheets, condoms everywhere, security turning a blind eye, and everyone pretending it's just another party. But Cat says these aren't parties, they're power trips. They break you in, they record it, mausolea, and then they own you. So after all the wild parties, shady scripts, and power games, you might be wondering, what are Cat Williams and Eddie Griffin really trying to tell us? It's deeper than Hollywood drama. Eddie Griffin doesn't mince words. He says Hollywood is more than an entertainment machine. It's a mind control device dressed up in lights and fame. It tells you what's funny, what's cool, what success should look like. But behind that curated image is a brutal truth. It's all designed to distract you. Griffin warns that the industry's real mission is to keep the masses focused on nonsense.
Celebrity breakups, designer outfits, who wore what on the red carpet, so we don't notice what's really going on in the world. Meanwhile, the people who actually try to tell the truth, the ones who dare to call out injustice or question the system, they get silenced, mocked, or conveniently blackballed as the Roberts minds and how H like me, my own blackballed is together ratty of the core. Now let's be real. This isn't just about Hollywood. This is about control through media. And it's not just hurting the entertainers, it's warping us too.
Right, you see the money they'll put behind an unknown white talent just starting out, right? When we all came out, this goes from Martin's show to me and Malcolm's show to Jamie Foxx's show, so on and so forth. They put us on these new networks. Remember they had UPN, I used to call it You Pick a Nigga. The You Pick a Nigga network. Every black show creates this network. Once this is built on our backs, they sell the fuck. Where's UPN at? Hey.
Cat Williams takes it further. He says comedians aren't just joke makers, they're truth tellers. And that's why they're dangerous. Because comedy, when it's honest, exposes hypocrisy. It shakes up the narrative. It forces people to think. But Cat believes that's exactly why the industry tries so hard to tame them. To neuter their message. To turn truth tellers into clowns. And when they refuse to play along, they get labeled crazy, angry, difficult. The system doesn't argue with you. It discredits you. Eddie once said, "We've all been touched in Hollywood, whether you realize it or not." And that line right there, that's not just metaphor. That's a warning about the deep psychological and moral toll this industry takes on anyone who dares to stay awake in a place built for compliance. So what's the takeaway? Question everything. Don't just consume content, analyze it. Don't just idolize fame. Ask what it cost. Because if Cat and Eddie are right, we're not just watching movies or shows. We're watching a carefully scripted illusion. And those who try to change the script, they get edited out. Now it's your turn. What do you believe? Is this the truth Hollywood doesn't want us to hear? Or just another conspiracy theory wrapped in comedy? Hit that like if you respect truth. Subscribe for more stories that peel back the curtain. Because here, we don't just watch what they feed us. We read between the lines.